Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is patience is not a virtue when it comes to your life. Well, we've probably all heard that saying, patience is a virtue, and while patience is kind of a good thing for some aspects of life, when it comes to your life, it is not. Meaning that you only have so much time left, and if you are overly patient, you will tend to not correct big problems in your life, and you'll tend not to do the things in your life that you really want to do. So you want to kind of forget about patience in the context of how you want to live your life. Maybe you use patience with other people in that they might not be at your level in certain areas, and you have to have some patience with them. You have to try to understand them. You may have to have patience with the world at large, which always seems to be there always seems to be things in the world that you can't understand why they're this way, and if only they would change to the better way, your life would be better. Well, I think you're going to have patience with other people and the world at large, but your life is what we're getting at. So if you have things that are really bringing you down, that are causing you pain, suffering, misery, causing your life to stagnate, causing you to not look forward to every day, causing you to kind of wish your life away, that is a huge cue that you cannot have patience anymore. I was totally guilty of this in my prior life. As a young man, I would be involved with things that I really had no desire to be involved with. Let's say certain sports. Basketball is the main sport I was playing in grade school and high school that I hated. I hated playing, but I patiently went to practice, went to the games, did all the things regarding that, and then just patiently waited till the season was over to start trying to enjoy my life again. So while I was playing the sport I hated, this basketball, I wasn't enjoying my life at all. So that was like a huge mistake on my part. Then maybe the worst mistake was being patient with all the misery I suffered under with my wife, the verbal abuse, and I detail all the problems about this marriage in my book, Leave Your Wife and Become a Happier Man, with the 3-step system, available on the ahappierman.com. Well, the information is down below to click on that and learn more about it. But I patiently put up and tolerated bad, horrible behavior on her part. I fell into that patience is a virtue. Be patient. Maybe she'll eventually sweeten up and be nice again. I couldn't. I had to be patient. My life isn't worth anything. I didn't matter. I had all these horrible, stupid ideas racing through my head to try to justify my own miserable existence. I was patiently waiting, and not doing anything about the horrible situation I was in until I did, until I left her. And that was leaving her while it was extremely difficult, extremely chaotic, extreme drama, extreme problems, kind of problems beyond comprehension. It made my life much, much better to leave her. And I sometimes think how great my life is now, and then in comparison to how horrible it was then, and it's hard to believe, but it got to the idea of I couldn't deal with things the way they were anymore. I couldn't be patient and wait for her to be nice, and wait for her, in some cases, and wait for her to die, right? In hope that when I'm an old man, maybe I'll outlive her and have a few quiet, nice months of peace. I couldn't do that anymore. I had to leave, and I had to quit being patient. And if you can take anything, if your life is amiss, if your life is awry, if something is wrong, you have to not be patient and figure out what it is that's causing you the problem and correct it. And this not only goes for the bad things, but the good things. What do you want to get into your life? What do you want that you don't have? You have to impatiently put that in your life. What do you want to do? And we only have this one life, and if there's things in it that you'd like to do, experiences to have, things to obtain, relationships to work on, ways to earn your living that you like, you have to impatiently go after them with extreme persistence and extreme effort. The patience is not a good quality if you want to have a good life. Patience is the exact opposite of a good quality for your good life. You want to, whatever it is, you have to go for it. If you know the problem in your life is a bad marriage, a bad wife, you would leave today. Now get my book, that will help you. And when I say today, you may want to get the book, do a little bit of planning. The book will lay out some plans for you. If you're in a job that is just no good for you, you have to leave it and get something better. But you wouldn't necessarily quit and try to find a job. You would find a job while you're working. So that's where the effort comes in, and the energy. You have to use your whatever spare time, whatever spare moments, being energized to make your life better. To get to the dream job I'm in now, I spent all my spare time in a prior job looking for the work. It was a part-time job getting a job. I didn't spend a lot of time enjoying life at that time because my life was miserable. The problem was the job. So I had to spend enormous amounts of time and effort to get out of that job into something better. And when I was making my plans to leave my wife, I was spending whatever spare moments I had preparing and planning and moving and figuring out what the problem was and what I needed to do about it. And this patience is just kind of an excuse to be lazy and to accept a horrible situation for yourself. And I don't want that for you. You don't want that for you. So forget about being patient for your life. Patience is not a virtue in the context of your life. Give that idea some thought. All for now.